Hello, exiles. Welcome back to SSF. Here with our newest character. We'll be meeting Charlie. We'll be following Charlie's attempt to clear this map. It's a level 79 map with, as you can see, Tierney. Before going into the action, we can spend a few minutes talking about what's going on here. This is a whirling slash build with Constricting Command. Uh, this is one of the most hyped items in this league. The fact that you require fewer enemies to be surrounded, and we got lucky enough to have the maximum value, which means we are surrounded every time, all of the time, even if there's nobody around us. Um, some occasional on max life and attributes. We don't have nearly enough divines to get better rolls or enough constricting commands to corrupt it. Of course, with Sky Sliver, just because it rolls minimum or maximum damage and nothing in between. And if you stack lightning damage and melee skill levels and some more, yeah, we'd love to have more lightning damage here. We don't. Then this the damage of the hit can either be 600 or 4000, nothing in between. And since we are using defy number 2, which says attack is lucky while you are surrounded, and we are always surrounded, means you roll once, if you roll the larger number, then that's okay. You've rolled your large number. If you roll your low number, then you're going to roll again, and you have 2 out of 3 situations where you roll the high value, because you actually perform the roll twice. So you've got low, the following 4 options: low, 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 high, high, low, high, high. So you're going to count that as you may want to count that as 3 out of 4, but in practice it's closer to 2 out of 3. I know 75% is more than 66%, but either way, your total damage per second that you see here is averaged, like the simple average, with 50%, with a full spread on damage. Somebody counted this and said that you should see 30% more on your actual DPS than what you see in the tooltip. We're missing one of the, we're missing some special items to make this build incredibly fast and amazing. But yeah, and my dog says the same. We're actually missing the unique myths that would sorry about that, unique myths that would generate charges, random charges when you get to maximum rage. That's why we're using Rage Forge number 2. So we consume the rage that we generate with Rage 3, and we want to keep generating rage so we get 15% more attack speed. The plan here is to get those myths, and that would be the final missing piece for the build. Right now, Lycosidae is doing just fine. Constricting Command is doing just fine. So is Sky Sliver. I will replace this with better rare when I find it. Ingenuity here is I have the room for it. I have no need to stack resistances on on my belt so I can use it, so I can get just a little bit more damage. Overall, yeah, as you can see, the Whirling Slash is currently socketed with Concentrated Area, Rage Forged, Rage Free, Defy 2, and Rapid Attacks. This may not be optimal, but this is what we're currently running. Oh, and we have no movement speed. We do not require movement speed on the build because once we set up the Whirlwind Lance, Whirling Slash and Whirlwind Lance, which is socketed with Expanse and Magnified, because you can't use Magnified and Overreach. Yeah, you can't stack those two. So yeah, if I drop the Whirling Lance, as you can see, my area of effect right now is pretty large. We're picking up shock ground from the map. We can't really apply it ourselves, and everything the build does right now, either it lives or dies. There's nothing else it can do but just click hold on to your attack button and just slide across the map. There is nothing you can do about hits. If you're going to get hit, you're going to get hit. Let's add some more critical damage bonus, and sure, which makes it so that, yeah, it did 500 extra DPS. But once we get cooked, we're going to lose just a little bit of defenses so that we have more critical damage bonus. You're going to collect the needed skill points for this build anywhere in between level 50 and level 60 for the mandatory skill points. We're going to take a look at the skill tree in a little second. Yeah, so either you live or you die. You could be just a little bit more careful than I am and let go of the attack button, and let go of the attack button when you find yourself in a bit of pickle, and just dodge roll out of it. The skill tree right now, this is not the skill tree we use for level up. You can use whatever build you want to level up. I'd say up until level 38, when you can equip the Viper Cap, the Constricting Command. Then you should do any build. Actually, looking at the skill tree, this shouldn't be a Gemling build. This isn't any class build. I've chosen Gemling because this is going to help more than I think it's going to have more than the Amazons. You know, the ascendancy point that gives you additional flat damage based on your accuracy. But we do have an Amazon with that skill. We could just double check. And skills have increased damage, increased. This is just increases. That's good enough. Either way, the build is class agnostic, really. You can find in any class, in any ascendancy, you can find a set of skill points, that a set of notables that say, okay, this would go great with Constricting Command. So what's the skill tree about? This node set, this node set, these two nodes, and the Spear's Focused Thrust notable. Everything else is up to you. You can choose and do whatever you want. I have set my weapon 1 weapon set points to blood motion, just determine precision, so stacking accuracy percentages. All of these are on weapon set 1. I believe these are also, again, increased accuracy rating, weapon set 1. Falcon Dive is on weapon set 1 because all we want to do on weapon set 1 is to hit with Whirling Slash. On weapon set 2, I tried and got close to or chosen every notable or small node that gives us increased area of effect for attacks. This may not be the most efficient choice of area of effect for attacks, but based on my skill tree, I mean, I'm using one. Yeah, these are the closest you can pick up. Actually, if you area of effect, if you look for area of effect, you're going to find presence, area of effect nodes, banner, area of effect nodes. These are close to everything that says area of effect, and it doesn't lead you all the way across the skill tree. Going back to critical. So yeah, area of effect for second weapon, and the second weapon is any spear. You use it to drop the whirlwind lance, and then you switch to weapon set 1 with the whirling slash. To get it to work, you need to be just a little bit, you have to throw the lance right next to you, and then you can pick up the large area of effect from the lance within your slash. I don't know if this is properly intended interaction, but it's here now. We're gonna use it. So going back to the skill tree, what you care about is the skill wheel. If you want to, you can pick up In the Thick of It and Paranoia. I don't need to increase the area of effect of Surrounded because we're always surrounded, so this is useless. But if you run with a lower than 5 Constricting Command, you may want to increase this so you get your bonuses earlier. So this skill wheel with, I took everything here because you have good defenses, good movement speed. This could be removed because we're moving by attacking. But the additional Mythos dodge roll, if you're not impatient and you see that you are in the thick of it and something's going to happen to your character, you can roll out and run. And then just wait a little while, do the setup again, and get back into the thick of it. I've also chosen to come to past this node, Jewel node, because it was just 1 point away, and I didn't think I could get more valuable differences, right, from any other one node choice. And going back to this node just to get struck through, because I want to add some critical hit and critical hit chance and critical hit damage to the build. You could choose to scale this once you have your prerequisites here. You can scale this any way you want. If you want to go with elemental damage, just stick to lightning damage, do hmm, armor applies. So you'd go into this area, into the rangers area of the skill tree. You could pick up all of this, all of this, all of this, all of this. There is a you have good hit damage increases for elemental ailments. There is also this that says increased damage for each type of elemental ailment on the enemy. Right now, with my gear, if we take a look at Whirling Slash, you can see we get Ignite chance, Shock chance, and there's also Chill chance from somewhere, but I'm sorry, I can't show it right now. But either way, with Flame Ability Ignite, before using these rares, I was using what do you call them? The Kitoko's Current. Kitoko's Current. So this adds yet another elemental ailment, the Electrocution. That alone, if you want to go on an elemental ailment route, you could get some good increases. 20% increased damage if you have 5 or 6 elemental ailments, because you have flammability, ignited, shocked, electrocuted, chilled, maybe frozen. So I've already counted 6. That's 120 increased damage, which is, if you count the mandatory notables for the build, the 75 here and the 25 here, 100, 120 here. Let's just go with increased attack damage, and we can see from the nodes we've already selected. So we had 75, 120, and then 220. This node itself gives you 100% increased attack damage, and then you have 75 more here, so that's 290. And we've also selected another 50 here, 340. That is 340% increased damage, and then you get 30 more here, so that's 375. Just pathing to this, you're going to get some small 28% increased, and the 120 here, so that's 200. Mind you, up until now you had 325, and now you're picking up 200 more. That's a big number, and I may want to do that myself now that we talked about it. Yeah, so this 25%, you could pick this up. This is valuable. So as far as damage goes, maybe 4 points gives you that 200%. And then what you do in order to get that, I just go here and look for cold damage. Maybe if we change that storm rune to a glacial rune, now we've lost just a little bit of damage, but we're also doing cold, so there will be some chilled. And again, of course, if you want to, if you have better gear, maybe switch this to something else. But Lycosidae is there for doubling the accuracy rating, which in turn gives us attack speed. So 11,000 accuracy rating gives us 4 per 1,000, so that's 44% increased attack speed for this node only. We do have a lot of increases across the tree, but 44% increase here is pretty good, pretty valuable, and that's only because Lycosidae is doubling the occurrence rating. As you can see, it looks like we're not losing a lot of damage per second, but we're losing a lot of attacks per second. That's half of an attack extra. And it turns out you can take this even further, much further, if you get lucky enough to have a darkness enthroned with socketed items as a helmet. But you've probably already seen a lot of discussion around the darkness enthroned as helmet and the socketable that you want to add to it. We do not currently have a serious talisman as serious. I don't know how you're going to get it. I don't think we're going to do that, but I mean, right now, if we are to use darkness enthroned, this one that says socketed items as it was a shield, and you add Ox Talismans. Where is it? Ox Talismans. 20% increased block chance as a baseline, and then increased by 79%. I mean, it's a lot of increased block chance. Where are you? This is, yeah, this was a trial to see if the mod of increased armor invasion is global. It is not, so it's useless there. Right now, with a single Ox Talisman, you have 17% increased block chance. Unfortunately, it is increased, so two of them would make 34% increased of a block chance, basic block chance of, yeah, close to 30%. 10 more percent block chance is good enough. It's good enough. That being said, I guess we should pick up an ignited ground map. Let's go and see just how fast does the character move. You've seen just a little bit at the beginning, but this could be improved, because right now we're happily hopping along. There's plenty enough time to see what's going on, to react to what's going on. You've probably already seen this build in the Trade League, doing zoomy zaps across the map, some kind of a flicker strike build. But the whole point with the basis of the build is that it is class agnostic, attack agnostic, build agnostic. You could drop Whirling Slash if you feel like you don't like what Whirling Slash is doing. Drop Whirling Slash, choose any other attack. As long as you can socket it with Defy 2. As long as you can do that, you get a nice build. And for a solo self-found character, having that 322% increased attack damage out of almost nothing, out of just the helmet, that's among the best value you can find in the game. Just imagine if you found another helmet that would just save increased 322% increased attack damage. That would be broken, right? And not to mention that if you go about if you do find the constricting command and you select those mandatory nodes, you also get additional defense layers. You also get additional attack speed. You also get, if you want to, life regeneration. But for, I can't call this a league starter because you have to have already found the constricting command. But in the end, this is a very easy to make build, very easy to start up, pick up. All you have to do is hold down the attack button, your selected attack button, and just make sure that you're not, standing in the pools and pink pools. You're not getting blasted by area of effect attacks, because anything else, like strikes and projectiles, you have 44% chance to dodge them, and that is with if yeah, we're going to take a closer look at the gear right now. So 44% increased chance to evade. Yeah, with let's see, so this is 160 evasion. That's not a lot. This is a tier 3, tier 2, tier 1 prefix armor and evasion. It's a pretty high level item, honestly. Yeah, instead of that T3, I mean, it's pretty high level, but and this is betting that dexterity, it's all T1, and this is also T1 and T2. Okay. The rings, they're shit, right? Sorry. The rings are just a little bit weaker, so is the amulet, but yeah, it turns out the gear, I see I didn't, picking up stuff in Soul Found, you kind of tend to become a hoarder, an item hoarder, a loot hoarder, and you don't really know what you're picking up. Luckily, that was a pretty good roll for a Soul Found. Maybe, you're going to drop 200, maybe 200, 300 armor and evasion on your gear. Maybe you're going to drop 400 armor and evasion on your gear. But still, you're pretty tanky. And, if you really feel like it, you don't have to increase your area of effect with the whirling lance, but it does look better, right? Charmed shoes and cryptic leggings. Is it just as fast as our Roa mounted lightning arrow Amazon? No. Would you be doing more damage with the same build if you were to play the Amazon? Well, yeah, because of the Ascendancy notable Perforate, I believe it's called, which gives you added physical damage based on your accuracy, and since you're doing Falcon Dive, you want to stack accuracy. But I'm planning to find the rest of the ascendancy points for the character, and then when I have 20% less dexterity, but each dexterity point gives me twice as much accuracy, then my attack speed is going to be much higher. So then maybe the fact that I'm not using Perforate or Puncture or whatever the notable for the Amazon is called is going to be offset. Oh yeah, since we're fighting elites, we could also now that we are using the cold damage rune inside the Sky Sliver, we can see if we have any, if we get any chill progress. The build kind of leads you into a play style where, okay, so we have 2 and 3, yeah, 2 and 3 elemental ailments at the moment. So that notable right there would give us 60% increased, and 24 before it. So, and right here you could just, you could drop the whirlwind and start sprinting and get back to the elites. Here we set up our large whirlwind, and you don't even have to push into the pack. You can keep them at the edge of your whirlwind, but pushing into the pack is going to, you know, lose less of your time. Oh yeah, I saw that elite was resurrecting its minions, and I couldn't get to it. Let's try that again. So right now there's a single 2, I see ignited and flammability. Ignited, maimed, flammability, and just a little bit of freeze. So our cold damage rune isn't really helping. We'll have to figure out how to add some chill progress. There is, of course, as you've seen, we were poisoning and doing incision on the boss. So there is a tech here with ring, venopuncture, or where are you? Bleeding is venopuncture, and the other one is Ice Fang. So you have additional chance to poison on hit, magnitude of poison you inflict, and all damage taken from hits contributes to magnitude of chill on targets. This is a tech you can use if you want to. Right now I'm kind of reticent. I want to keep using this emerald ring. It adds 11,000 no, I need a strength. Just how much strength do I need? Let's refund some passives here. Oh, that's a lot of strength. I'd need to, okay, so without the ring 7,600, with the ring 11,000. That's a lot of damage. Right now that is a 5 out of 7. That is 75% increase. We can't really drop that ring, can we? And this ring, we use it for resistances. As you can see, 30 fire, 30 cold. It's pretty good. But if you want to drop 30 fire, 30 cold, you can use this. And let's get to a boss. What's the closest boss? Act 3, the Jungle Ruins. Just so that we can see how many elemental ailments we can stack on on a boss. Is it? But we still have to find the boss. Is it the best options for your skill tree going up to what do you call it? Harness the elements? No. I mean, is it a known and proven best option? Not at the moment. Let's find another boss. This one doesn't really want to play. Chimera Wetlands, Temple of Chaos, Run City. Alright, Act 4. Gakano and Heart of the Tribe, that's... Where can we find a quick boss? Let's, what we'll do is I'll pause the recording, I'm gonna find the boss and we're going to come back. Here we are, we have found the boss. Let's just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I mean, it's the DPS isn't like explosive right now, but that's what we're about to change in a little while. I saw 5 different elemental elements, so if we're going to path up to that node, we're going to get another 100, another 124. We could just test it right now. We can drop, this is a 25 and 8 and 10, 35, 43% increase. So we're down to 1100. Let's get 1, 2, 3. So we will not see it right now because we're not fighting anything. So let's pause again and find another boss. Here we go, another boss. Storm Go, I believe. One of the reskins. We really don't need to set up the... So let's see. Right now it's 2, 3, 4 with the Ignite, 5 with the... I can definitely see it dealing just a little bit more damage. But it's only going to get better with a better weapon. Sky Sliver is doing awesome work. It's been a part of the build ever since level 30 when we could use it. And I guess if we're going to end the video right here, we don't have another Omen of the Ancients, but let's give a molded mid pair just a little chance, see if it helps us become overpowered. Atsir is a QET. Oh no, there are 2 uniques on the molded mids. Well, this is good. This is also good for other builds maybe as well. Leech from critical hits is instant. There was... wait, there's a... I'm sorry I'm going to get into this right now, but there's a support gem that says life from, what is it? That says life from leech can overflow. Is it a... No. So yeah, I knew something. It's a unique. It's life leech can overflow maximum life, and life leech and leech from critical hits is instant of all types, both mana and life. So you can double up your life. I mean, you're going to lose both the body armor slot and the glove slot. So there'll be little chance to, and also you get 25% reduced maximum life. But if you can overcome that with enough maximum life on the rest of your gear and resistances, you can double up your life. That's another idea for another build. And maybe there's more to it. There's more to it. Maybe these two items are not the only pieces of the puzzle. Yeah. We'll have to disenchant that. That's a weak splinter. But if this is part of a puzzle, then maybe this is also part of the same puzzle. Body armor doesn't really get magnificent modifiers, but still better than... But no, I'm getting sidetracked. We were talking about Charlie. We were talking about Charlie, our resident Gemling Legionaire. A class that I didn't get to play last league because it really seemed like, really did look like you can only play it if you have amazing gear. But here we are. This is Charlie. He's been happy to have you here, and we're going to switch focus to this build for the foreseeable time. See just how far we can take it. I'm not sure we can take on... right now we have no leech. So plans for the build is somehow add some leech here, some life leech, and then try and take on some bosses. At least try and farm the Black Cathedral where possible. Get our last ascendancy points. Right now it seems like they should be pretty easy to do. Get enhanced effectiveness and integrated efficiency, and keep rolling for those myths that we need. And we got that Syrian look of them and instead of them. Sorry for that. But yeah, this is also a pretty nice pair of braces, right? Well, thank you everyone for joining us. We're going to try and improve the build in the next days. I'll keep everybody posted to the updates. Until next time, goodbye, exiles.